Hey guys, Adam here. I am the owner of Vintique Motors, and today I want to go over this 2000 Ferrari 360 Modena. But first, I want to let everyone know we're going to offer this on Bring a Trailer, give everyone a fair shot at it. It'll have a really realistic reserve. I got over 215 listings on BAT, so as a volume seller, bid with confidence in me as a seller, bid with confidence in the car. Check out all the photos, check out the entirety of this video. There's going to be a lot of information. If you have any questions, please reach out via the contact seller button. I'll get them answered quickly. And if you need a quote, please reach out with your zip code, and I can get you an enclosed shipping quote to anywhere in the country. We ship cars all over the world. So without further ado, let's go over this 360. Finished in classic colors, Rosso Corsa over the tan or biscuit. It depends who you ask what color it is, but it's always been tan to me. It was sold new at Ferrari of Orange County in August of 2000. Pretty highly spec car in the sense of it's got a couple really rare options. As we walk around the car, I'll point them out. One of them is the sunroof. Per my research, what's out there available on the internet, only 25 cars in the entire 360 production run had the sunroof, and supposedly only 12 of them were US spec cars. So pretty rare option there. It's also got the carbon fiber buckets that would check out when you look in the interior. Largely stock car. In fact, it's all stock aside for the exhaust. Once we open the deck lid there, we'll give you guys a look-see at the exhaust. Very nice shape overall. Paint's in awesome condition. We just put brand new Pirelli P0 rubber on it. 18-inch wheels all around. And this one has a service file, a mile thick, which is, that'll be all documented in the photos. So we scan in all our service records so everybody can see exactly what was done to the car. Let's go around the front and check out just a couple things that I want to point out. So, like a lot of Ferraris, there is some very minor wrinkling in the dash. I should say a lot of Ferraris from this era. No separation, just very minor wrinkling up there. And then just around the window trim on both sides of the car. Some of this black molding has had I guess I'll call it a peeling of its original finish in certain spots. But other than that, very nice shape. Let's take a peek at the interior. And I want to focus on these carbon fiber buckets. This is one of the best options on this car. Pull it forward, we'll rack it forward so you guys can get a good look at the carbon. And this will be all in the photography in the gallery as well, but at least in this video we can show you guys. They're very comfortable. I've driven the car. It's got great bolstering. Not something that you would probably want to drive to Florida from Michigan in, but for the purposes of having some fun, taking it out, these are great seats. So let our camera slide in there, get you guys a good shot of the dash and everything that's going on. This is an F1 car, paddle shifts. And this is the first F1 360 I've ever driven, which I've driven gated ones. I prefer gated cars, but this was super fun. It was pretty snappy. I was very surprised about how quick it was. If you're not a person who knows how to drive a manual, this is a perfect car for you. If you have a hard time, maybe you're a little older, you can't put your clutches in and out anymore, great example to do it with. Let's check out this engine. We've got a 3.6 liter V8. These are screamers, 400 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. Not very torquey, 275 pound-feet at I think 4,750 RPM. So you get them up in the high rev range, they love to scream, especially with this Capristo exhaust. That is just gorgeous. And once we fire it up, it's going to be a full-blown cold start. So you guys get to hear this thing roar in here, and then we'll take it out on the road and have a little fun with it. I want to show you guys the bonnet real fast. Some stuff that comes with the car. We got a custom car cover here. The original cats come with the car, so for those of you in California, this might answer your questions. No, it will not pass smog right now, but the original cats come with it, and you could possibly source the rest of the original exhaust components if needed to be to pass California smog, but that comes with it. Original tool roll, all the tools are in it. Original fix-a-flat can with the Ferrari logo, that's all in there. There's your books, manuals, everything's in there, and a couple extra oil filters come with the car. Without further ado, let's take this sucker out on the road and have some fun. We're gonna have my camera swing around to the back so you guys get to hear that cold start real fast. Then we'll take her out. the sound of a Ferrari V8. Before we take off, showing 26,636 miles on it right now. Radio works. Who needs a radio and a Ferrari? Okay, let's go for a little rip. Beautiful day here in Michigan. Love these late fall 75-degree days. Perfect day to take a Ferrari out. You know, once we get her out on the freeway, you'll hopefully get to hear a little bit of the droning from this exhaust. It's not very bad actually, but at certain speeds and RPM ranges, depending on how you're driving it, it's more drony in those RPM ranges that you have the engine going in. But we'll take her out and show you guys what it's all about. Before we do any big pulls or anything like that, let her warm up a little bit. We're doing 3,000 RPM shifts right now. We got a couple of minutes here getting through some of this traffic till we get on the highway. So we did replace the rubber, as I mentioned a little earlier. The original tires actually came on this car when it came to my shop, and we replaced them with some Pirelli P0s out of their Collezione series, which is a pretty good rubber. So apparently 4 different tires came on these cars. New, just depending, I guess, how you optioned it. This one had Michelin's originally, but the Pirelli P0s were a factory offered tire on these. Temp up a bit. AC works, you know, as good as you can expect. Blows cold. This one has a factory alarm too, so here's your little key fob. You gotta press that before it'll fire up for you. And all the sticky buttons and that nature were done on this car, so you don't have to worry about any of that. One of my favorite parts of driving these is looking in that rear view mirror. You get to see that Ferrari V8 right behind you. There's a 4,500 RPM shift into 5th gear. Very little drone at this RPM range, around 3,300. Once you start getting above 3,500, you start to hear that drone a little more, but you get that visceral Ferrari V8 sound. return trip we'll have a little less congestion. We can open her up a little bit more. But cruising along greatly, 75 miles an hour, nice and comfortable. Be our exit. We're going to flip around and back the other way, then we'll circle back to the shop. So this era of Ferrari still uses traditional belts. However, they've made it a little easier. You do not have to pull the engine to do belt changes on these. There's a compartment door that allows the tech access. Now, some techs choose to pull them, some don't. Just depends on your preferred Ferrari tech or whoever you're having do your services. And after this era, the 430, they went to timing chains, so no more belt services there. I wasn't holding my foot on the brake and it switched into neutral. That was 6,500, 7,500, another 7,500. I'll let off. So it doesn't have that throw you in the back torque. A lot of horsepower though. You keep it above 6,000 RPM. That's where all the fun's at. Just plant it. These are great driving cars. If you've never driven a 360, do yourself a favor, bid on this car and buy it. Six gear, plenty of torque to make your passes. No downshift needed if you're just looking to get a few extra miles an hour to get around somebody. Sneak in here, grab our exit. Oh, these are so fun to drive. You do not need a traditional gated manual to have fun in these cars.
Personally, with this being so low to the ground, I expected a much rougher ride. I can say as a passenger, this has been one of the most enjoyable rides I have taken.
My lovely wife, our camera gal for the day. Gosh, nothing beats that sound. It's pretty docile under 5,000 RPM. Once you get it over 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, that's where it really shines and it screams. It's so enjoyable. Extremely engaging car. Steering is on a dime. Just a lovely, lovely Ferrari. We are back here at our warehouse. I hope this video helps you when you're gauging the interest of this car, of this Ferrari, and with your bidding interest. So if you have any questions, please reach out via the contact seller button. Give that a second. If you need a shipping quote, like I mentioned earlier in the video, reach out with the contact seller button and I'll get you a quote with your zip code. And please like our channel. We love bringing great cars to the market, and we bring them to our YouTube channel first. So please subscribe, and you'll see some more great content coming from us down the road.